everyone, and welcome to Online Storytime. My name's Casey and I'm going to share a story with you today. But before we begin, I would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on which we meet and pay my respects to their elders, past and present. I'm going to share a lovely story with you today. It's called The Big Old Rambutan Tree by Kathy Creamer. Can you see there's lots of animals on the front of our book? You can see an orangutan, a tiger. Can you see a butterfly? And maybe something green? A little frog. Let's sing a song about a frog before we start. Holding your hands up like this, we're going to go "Der Glumph went the little green frog one day. Der Glumph went the little green frog. Der Glumph went the little green frog one day, and the frog went glumph, glumph, glumph." But we all know frogs go la-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-da. We all know frogs go la-di-da-di-da. They don't go glumph, glumph, glumph. Go one more time. You ready? You got your hands ready? Der Glumph went the little green frog one day. Der Glumph went the little green frog. Der Glumph went the little green frog one day, and the frog went glumph, glumph, glumph. But we all know frogs go la-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-da. We all know frogs go la-di-da-di-da. They don't go glumph, glumph, glumph. Oh, well done. Give yourself a little clap. That was beautiful singing. Let's see if there's any other animals in our story as we read along. See what you can find. The Big Old Rambutan Tree. Ooh, I can see some beautiful butterflies. Look at them all. The Big Old Rambutan Tree. Deep in the Sumatran rainforest, at the top of a tall tree, Ginger's nose began to whiffle and waffle. She could smell something delicious. Oh, this is Ginger. I wonder what she can smell. The big old rambutan tree was fruiting, and all the orangutans in the jungle were gathering for a feast. Yum. When everyone had filled their tummies with sweet, ripe rambutans, they all settled down for a nap. Ginger had just closed her eyes when she heard a strange sound. Oh, wow! Oh. At the bottom of the big old rambutan tree, a little animal sat crying. "Whatever is the matter?" asked Ginger as she gently picked it up. Ooh. Can you see what it is? The little animal snuggled into Ginger and began to make a different noise. A soft purring sound. "You must be lost," said Ginger. "Don't worry, I'll look after you." When the orangutans saw what Ginger had found, they rattled the tree branches in alarm. "A tiger? Watch out! Don't you know that tigers are our enemy?" "Oh, but this one's just a little cub," said Ginger. "When that cub grows up, he'll eat you for dinner. Now, put him back where you found him." Oh dear, who's going to look after the little tiger cub? But Ginger wouldn't listen. Instead, she loved him, looked after him, and named him Stripes. Ginger taught Stripes everything she knew about the world. She taught him how to make a cozy nest in the treetops. all snuggled up together. And how to keep dry in the monsoon. Ooh, using some leaves. She showed him which berries and leaves were good to eat and how to open the prickly shell of the rambutan fruit. Oh, there they are, opening it up. As Stripes grew bigger, he hungered for something more satisfying to eat. He tried chewing the raffia flower, which smelled like tiger food, but tasted bitter. He devoured dragonflies and scoffed centipedes. He tried biting bees and received a nasty sting on the nose. Bzzz. Oh. Then, one day, he ate a frog. It was delicious. After that, whenever Ginger was snoozing, Stripes went hunting. He caught birds, squirrels, and pangolins. Stripes tried to hide the bones, but Ginger saw them and knew the day she had dreaded had finally arrived. Oh dear. Dear Stripes, you have to leave me now and go out into the world to become the tiger you truly are. Stripes understood. I'll never forget you, he said. Then he turned and disappeared into the jungle. Off he goes into the jungle. Years went by and Ginger grew old and tired. Oh, here she is. Each night she listened to the forest noises and hoped that dear Stripes was safe and well. One day, when the big old rambutan tree was fruiting, Ginger went to join the orangutans for breakfast. A peculiar smell prickled her nose. Ooh. Can you see something off in the distance? What can she smell? The smoke, that's right. When flames began to lick up the big old rambutan tree, the orangutans clambered through the canopy to escape. Oh dear, the fire's climbing up the tree. Ginger tried to follow, but stumbled, toppled and tumbled all the way down to the forest floor. Oh no, poor Ginger. Ginger wasn't hurt, but fire surrounded her. Then an enormous tiger appeared. Wow, look at that tiger. Who do you think it might be? Don't worry, I'll look after you, growled the tiger. Stripes, cried Ginger. Is that you? Quickly now, said Stripes, climb onto my back. Stripes carried Ginger through the blazing forest to the safety of the mangroves, where all the frightened animals had taken refuge. They're staying nice and safe in the water. Once the flames had burned out, there was nothing left of the beautiful rainforest except scorched earth and blackened skeletons of trees. Oh dear. But when the monsoon rains came, little green shoots of new life began to bud and blossom from the ashes. Oh, the plants are starting to grow again. When the big old rambutan tree bore fruit again, all the orangutans gathered for a party, and they invited a very special guest. Can you see who's sitting up in the tree with them? That's right, it's Stripes. And that is the end of our story. Thanks for joining us today. We'll see you next time. Bye.